Okay, back to my story that I was saying. We were all hanging out, and Matt King, who's a very intelligent young man, says to all of us, you were there, so I'm not going to pretend like you weren't, but says to all of us, he's like, I have a psychopath test.
Yes.
And we're just like, hell yeah, lay it on us, let's do it. And I'm gonna say the question so the people listening can answer it for themselves before I give the answers out loud. So this is the question. There's a girl, she's at her mom's funeral. Her mom's passed away. And at this funeral...
Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification to get notified about new posts and to help the channel grow.
She meets this guy. She falls in love with the guy, completely head over heels. Loves him so, so much. Mm-hmm. And then a couple days go by, maybe a week or two, and the girl kills her sister. Why does she kill her sister? Now, we're going to give you guys the next 3 seconds to process this.
And I'm going to sing Black Eyed Peas. Let's
Jason
get started in sort of a classical tone.
Jason will sing Black Eyed Peas until you...
Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. And running.
Okay, all right. So, this is the answer. This is the answer. I don't know how to.
Well, I can say that I know how I answered.
Jason answered it in a way where most likely most of you answered it and said maybe because the sister had an affair with the guy she met.
I feel like that's I've heard this before. I've heard that's like probably the most popular answer.
That's probably the most popular answer where the girl had an affair with the guy, where the sister had the affair with the guy that she met, so she killed her sister because of it. What
were some other answers that we got? Because we asked a bunch of people.
It was all about affairs.
Right.
It was just mostly about affairs, or someone was jealous, or
Didn't
something.
Alex
like that.
say something bizarre?
Alex didn't understand what the question was. Alex was like, "Yeah, she probably just bought a cute dog or something."
Yeah.
But yeah, and I answered it the quickest. It was honestly, it felt like it was a no-brainer at the time. I said it was because the sister wanted to meet the guy again, and but the girl wanted to meet the guy again. Yeah. So by killing her sister, he would show up at the next funeral. And Brandon looked at me like he just saw a ghost. He's like, "Do you remember his reaction?"
We all did.
You guys all did, but Matt was like, "Oh my god, David, you're a psychopath. You're a psychopath." Yeah. So we ended up, and like keep in mind, like I know there's like. It's very popular nowadays to brand yourself as a psychopath or a sociopath. Like it's like, oh look, I'm so cool, like I'm a psychopath. You know what I mean? Like, and I wasn't trying to do it when I answered this question.
I don't know why that's not popular.
It's like, but like there's a lot of personalities out there, and I would be one of those sometimes. But I'm kind of over this stage.
But no one wants to be labeled that.
I know, but you want to be like different. You want to be the center of attention, so you'd give a psychopath answer. Like I've been in situations where I know that some friends would answer in a way
right
that just paints them as a psychopath. But when I answered it, I can honestly say that it came to my head in a millisecond. Like it was so obvious to me because it just made sense. Because the whole the funeral has nothing to do with her sister cheating on the guy, so it just wouldn't make sense in the riddle. So I'm just like, okay, the funeral's connected to the situation, so that must mean that she's gonna see him again if there's another funeral. And
the question that really, I guess that was you should ask yourself as an audience member is, David, is he a psychopath or is he just highly intelligent? That's really the question that I'm wondering, sitting across from him now as he holds a microphone that could easily choke my throat at any moment if he decided to.
No, but when I thought of the answer of the funeral, I'm like, I know this is the psychopath answer. Like in my head, I'm like, this is the psychopath answer.
Then why'd you say it?
Because then I spent the next 7-10 seconds. I'm like, I'm gonna find the right answer that everyone says, and there wasn't one. Like when people said the cheating thing, I'm like, that's a little far fetched. I just didn't understand how they got to that conclusion.
Killing the person isn't far fetched.
To get them back to your funeral.
Why would he come to the funeral?
Because the family, it's a family member. It's a family member.
Not necessarily.
Well, I mean, it's not a family member. It's a friend of the family.
Right.
So there's a chance that there's a really good chance.
I think it's even more far-fetched to say,
I don't know.
I'm gonna kill somebody to meet them again.
Regardless, then we spent the next 30 minutes calling all our friends, like every friend that we thought would possibly be a psychopath. You know, from Gabby, Alex, Liza to everybody.
Yeah, and everybody passed.
And everybody, nobody said.
Everybody but one person.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I truly believe that, I don't think you're a psychopath, and we have a test here.
Jason pulled up a psychopath test, and you guys can play along with this.
This is going to be fun. David didn't want to do this because he thinks it's boring, but I think you guys are going to love this. I'm already loving it.
Go for it. Give me
even some of the questions are so interesting, just to see how you answer. And you can't lie because I'm going to say if it's true or not.
Okay, I'm not.
And I'm going to be honest. I'm honest about you. I don't think you're a psychopath. I really don't.
Thank you.
I think you're a weirdo, but.
I think you're a piece of shit. But
here's the first question. Most would describe you, as charming and nonchalant. I can turn my charm on and off like a faucet. David,
wow.
Would you say not me? This describes me somewhat. This is definitely me.
Shit.
Don't even fucking question it. It's number 3. When you meet people in person, it's you have this like set thing that like turns on and it works on everybody. But like
I can turn it off. You're right. You're right.
You turn it on and off like nobody's business.
I didn't want to sound like a douche, but yeah, especially lately, I've been getting into this weird thing where I'm having a hard time talking to people, and I just don't turn it on.
Why?
Because I'm just scared of wasting my energy.
Oh.
And I'll hang out with somebody new, and I'm not vlogging, and I'm just like super mellow because I don't want to waste energy that I can take away from the vlog.
You're very good at ending conversations.
Yeah. Oh my God.
When you talked, like remember we saw that guy at the light last night, and you were like, "All right, man. Well, we'll see you around."
I guess
that
wasn't like the most clever word choice. All right. You're really good at ending conversations. Remember when we were at Wendy's yesterday and you said bye?
I drone things on. Here we go. Question number 2.
Okay.
I do what I want when I want, the moment the impulse strikes me, regardless of regardless of what others want. Not me. This describes me somewhat. This is definitely me.
No, this describes me somewhat.
Okay, hang on a second. Wait a second. I do what I want when I want, the moment the impulse strikes me, regardless of what others want.
That's somewhat me.
Somewhat, yeah.
Because if we're deciding to go get food or something, I always care about what other people want.
No.
Yes, I do. No,
you never go eat what I want to eat.
Oh, I'll fight to the death for it.
But then, you never ever bend or say like, yeah, you know what, Jason, let's go what you want to get. You never fucking
Jason,
do
you're
that.
different. We have a different relationship. But like,
why am I different?
I just know you too well. So like, I can. It's just like with my best friends. Like,
no, that's not true. I won't name names, but there's definitely people that you bend for.
Okay.
So that's bullshit. And I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
But
if Alex wanted to go to fucking Olive Garden, you'll bend for him.
Yeah, because I love Olive Garden.
Well, or Alex wants to.
Breadsticks?
Well, yeah, you do love Olive Garden.
All right, next question.
Regardless of what others want. Yeah, you are considerate of people.
No,
somewhat.
Yes, I am. That's
okay. Somewhat. I'll give it to you. If something goes wrong or turns out badly, it's not my fault. Not me. Describes me somewhat. Definitely me.
Describes me somewhat. A lot of times I'll try to not make it my fault, but a lot of times I'll own up to it. I'm scared if I keep answering these somewhat, you're not going to get a good answer.
It's fine. I would agree with somewhat. You do own up to stuff. I've gotten into legal, like today you owned up to that thing. I've gotten into legal or criminal trouble as an adult, not just speeding or parking ticket. Yeah, you're a legal immigrant. This is me, definitely. No, not me.
No, I haven't.
You haven't gotten any trouble.
If I were to get into legal trouble, I would have lost my DACA card, and I wouldn't be. Because did you know that 100% people with 100% of people that are DACA card holders, don't commit any crimes because they can't. Because if you commit a crime, you get it taken away.
You're done.
Yeah. Which is something I read. I could have just made that up.
So did you freak out when you got that speeding ticket?
Yeah.
You must have been like,
if I would have went to jail, I would have gotten that taken away. Yeah.
And you still drive too fast.
That's why I never hold your Coke.
Stop fucking driving fast.
Yeah.
Don't start holding my Coke. Why would I give you my Coke? Why would I ever give you my Coke? What would that be for?
Next question. How many more?
There's only 14 more.
Are you serious?
No. I'm easily the best at what I do, bar none. Nobody could ever take my place.
Whoa.
This is definitely me. That's you. I do whatever I feel like doing. I don't care what others think, or even if it's illegal.
No.
That's not you.
That's not me.
Every person for themselves. I don't see the point in feeling sorry for other people and have no desire to help others.
That's not true. Don't laugh.
Definitely me.
That's not true.
Okay, you tell me.
Somewhat.
Every person for themselves. That's you.
Yes.
I don't see the point in feeling sorry for other people. That's definitely you.
That's not me, dude. Think about
You don't feel well,
think about our
but you-
friends. Think about who we're friends with and how I feel sorry for them a lot. Think about this. I don't want to say names.
That's fair. Okay.
It's-
All right.
okay.
All right. I got you. You're right. I'll give you that one. I don't see the point. I read it wrong. I don't see the point in feeling sorry for other people. I read it sort of like,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Do somewhat.
yeah, and have no desire to help others.
Everyone listening to this is like, this guy's a fucking dick.
Me?
No, me. All right, keep
Oh,
going.
I've gotten into legal or criminal trouble when I was a teenager. No, not
No.
me. I have no problem or concern in lying in order to get what I want.
Oof, that's somewhat. It depends who I'm lying to and what I'm lying about.
Yeah, it's a somewhat. Live in the moment. I live in the moment is what I say. The future will take care of itself, and learning from your past is pointless.
I don't think that's true.
I don't think that's you.
Yeah, I don't like making mistakes twice.
No, you definitely learn from your mistakes. I never feel remorse, shame, or guilt about something I said or done.
Remorse, shame, or guilt. I have. Yes, I have a couple times. These are not looking like I'm a psychopath. These look like I'm a regular human being.
And you do feel remorse. You feel you say you're sorry.
I have. Okay, let's finish the test and I'm gonna say what I think.
I don't see the point. We're answering that one as not me
Yeah.
because you don't really feel guilt though, do you?
No.
And you don't feel shame.
Just do somewhat.
All right, we'll do somewhat. I don't see the point in taking on responsibilities of any kind. They just weigh you down.
That's pretty close, but I do have a lot of responsibilities. I feel that way, but I still take them on. Do you know what I mean?
I think they mean like responsibilities like other people, not like your house and your mortgage.
I've taken on a lot of people. I would say somewhat.
You want to say not me or somewhat?
Somewhat.
And the answer, your score.
Is?
David's
A dumbass.
Psychopath. Ooh, you scored a total of 10. Hey, hang on a second. I shall read it.
Okay.
You answered the quiz consistent with people who would not generally be considered a psychopath by research methods currently used to quickly screen for psychopathy in the population. David Dobrik, you are not a psychopath.
That's amazing.
Common myth. While
The-
many people believe that psychopathy is more prevalent among CEOs and Wall Street bankers, this is a myth, not supported by any research.
Liza a lot calls me a sociopath.
Congratulations for not being a psychopath.
Liza a lot calls me a sociopath, and that's something I would go with. A sociopath is I think more up my sleeves.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely not a psychopath just because I know I'm not
I think
a murderous human being.
every YouTuber is a sociopath.
But you know what's great about YouTube and about podcasting and everything is laying down because getting a good night's rest.